So you want to know what it's like to be a natural lifter? Well, you came to the right place. I done been through it all, bro. I did all the fads. I did all the things you shouldn't do, and I know what to expect. And let me tell you, you are in for a very rude awakening. This is not for the faint of heart. You got to be a whole different breed to be a natural lifter and get the results that you want, because you got to put in a work. All the work is brick by brick, and the results are way slower than you think. The main thing you got to know is you're looking at people like Ronnie Coleman, Arnold, everyone on Mr. Olympia stage, and you want to grow like that. You want to look like that. You want to be like that. Let me tell you, that's not possible. First of all, get out your mind. It's not going to happen. If you're natural, it's not going to happen. And when they're putting all these androgynous hormones in their body, they're going to get a different type of stimulus. So what I do like is that you're inspired by them. That's good. Keep that. You're probably going to need that. But at the same time, don't expect to get results like them. You want to train like them when it comes to the intensity, because that intensity is going to be the thing that makes you grow. If you put more of a stimulus on your body, it's going to cause a reaction and growth if you do all the other things right, which we'll get into later in the video. So when you're doing this, do what they do. Go as hard as they go, but for half of the time, and I literally mean half of the time. If you are putting androgynous hormones in your body, steroids, PEDs, what have you, you recover faster than the average human being. You cannot recover like these guys. I want you to lift like them, lift just as hard, but for half the time. You can see Ronnie Coleman, Arnold, all those guys doing 6 sets of 20 on legs, doing 8 sets of 405 on bench. I'm talking crazy things. You can't do that. You cannot do that. What you're going to do is do 2 to 3 sets as hard as you can. And you want to do the least amount of exercises for the maximum amount of growth. Less is more, and go as hard as you can. I'm saying I want you almost damn near passing out in the gym, eyes turning red, going crazy as you can, but just for 2 sets. It's a few exercises, 5 at most for one body part, and you are good to go home. Go home, leave that gym. I'm telling you, leave the gym and you will grow faster. That's the main thing you gotta know. And number 2 is gonna be some slow results. I know what you're thinking. You're doing a program and things aren't going the way you want. You're not seeing a lot of results. Things aren't going the way you think it is. All that means is trust the program, trust the process. Like the 76ers, but I hope y'all end up better than the 76ers. But just literally trust in what you're doing. If you haven't done this for 3 months straight, doing everything right, you don't know what's going on. If you're going to the gym twice a week, you're not consistent, you're not getting no sleep, you don't even have accurate enough data on yourself to make an adjustment. So don't make changes until you're consistent, or your data is going to be off. You can't go willy-nilly. It takes your body time to learn a program. It takes your body time to learn a movement pattern. Every time that you haven't done an exercise for a month or 2, you got to relearn that. You got to relearn that muscle memory to do it right and to really execute. Because you're not going to execute the way you did before when you were lifting for 6 months straight. You got weaker tendons, weaker muscles, weaker joints, and they got to adjust. Again, I'm going to say this again. I'm going to keep saying it, because you are not on steroids. They can do what they want to do. They can hop on, go into the gym, be off for 6 months, hop back on, blast it. Their joints are growing, the muscles, their tendons, everything is going, popping, and they're good to go in a few weeks. You can't do that. And also, you got to be meticulous in what you do. If you are a natural lifter, you have to worry about your weak points and bring them up, because everybody has strong points, everybody has weak points. If you have a weak point in your physique, let's say your hamstrings aren't good and your quads are good, train hamstrings first. What are you doing and going there doing your squats first? Your quads are good. Stop doing that first. Do it second, maybe third. Work on what you got to work on first, because your body's going to die out quick. You're not a superhuman being. You can only really go hard for so long. So go as hard as you can on the things that you need. That's what I do. My back needs lats. I'm going there, lats first, then upper back next. That's what I'm going to do. Your nutrition got to be on point. You need every single little edge you can get, because you're natural. Those edges are going to come from a few things. Main point being a multivitamin. It's huge, especially if you're not getting in your vegetables. If your diet is not perfect, you are going to need supplements. I do have videos out there saying that you do not need supplements, and I literally mean that. Don't need it if your diet is perfect. And if you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure your diet isn't perfect. Just saying it out there. Get you a multi, get you some creatine. You can live with that. I would also recommend fish oil, but I got videos on that. Go look it up. Since you're getting very slow results because you're natural, you are going to have to choose one or the other. Choose your character. You gonna either bulk or you gonna cut. We're not doing nothing in the middle, none of this main gaining stuff. It's not gonna work. It can work if you got 3 years to put in some time. I'm not saying main gaining isn't a thing. It is a thing, but for me, I'm a results-driven person, and I want results as quickly as possible. I want to go at it in a way that I'm gonna see something. If I main gain, I'm not gonna see much very soon. So I'm either bulking or I'm cutting. We don't do this in between stuff. That's not what I preach. It's not what I do. If you like it and you're patient enough, you can do it, but don't expect to be transforming in 6 months on a main gain program, because that's not how it works. You are gonna have to get very, very comfortable with failure. You're gonna fail a million times because no one has it perfect. You probably don't have a coach. You are probably not, you don't have a mind of an Olympian bodybuilder. So you're gonna have to learn from failure, learn from mistakes, take notes, have a logbook, see what's going on, review it, research it, type in some stuff on ChatGPT. I'm not saying that there's a one size fits all to this. You're gonna figure it out for you. In general, take my advice, take the advice you see and test it for yourself and see it works for you. I've done all the things that you could possibly think to do wrong. I tried a brown rice thing. Brown rice didn't work for me. They said it was healthier. It didn't work. My pumps are terrible. I don't eat brown rice no more. I don't eat quinoa. I don't eat none of that stuff. It's cool if that works for you. It ain't my thing. But you might go on ChatGPT. You might go on the internet. You might see an influencer like myself telling you, do this, this, and this. I guarantee it's going to work. I ain't got no guarantees for you. I'm going to give you a method to make it work, as a method for the madness. And you got to figure out your own method and take the good things from me that work for you and implement it in your own training routine, your own life. You are better off doing exercises that work for you. There are hundreds of ways to work the chest. There are hundreds of ways to work the legs. Figure out which one gives you the best stimulus. Some of that is feel, some of that's anecdotal, some of that is backed by research. Some of it just really depends on your limbs, how long your femur is, how long your shins are, how long this and that is, your arms, what have you. Figure it out, trial and error, or get a coach. No other option. You can get a good coach, and it's going to take you a way shorter amount of time because they've seen it before, or you can do it on your own and grind through it. Either way, you got to get comfortable with failure. Every single lift is not going to be a PR. I'm going to say it for the people in the back. Every single lift is not going to be a PR. Sometimes you're just not going to be in it mentally. Sometimes it's the weights are going to feel heavier, and that's okay. But you're in there to put in max effort. Even if you don't lift more than you did last week or do more reps than you did last week, just you being in there and getting better at the movement, getting better at what you're doing is going to be quite helpful for you. Some days you got to go in there and work on your form, bro. It wasn't your day. That's okay. Live to fight another day. This is a war of attrition. Who can do this the longest? Who can not get injured the longest? Who can not overtrain too much? Who can go in there, get in the quality work, and get out of the gym? That is going to make you successful as a natural lifter, as someone that wants to look aesthetic, as someone that wants to look the best they possibly can. You are only as good as your schedule. You are only as good as your schedule. So if you don't have a schedule, a routine you can stick to, you're already set for failure. Everything needs to be laid out. The way I live my life is I want to have the least amount of thoughts during my day. And I do that by preparing things in the previous day before. My clothes are laid out. My cereal is ready. I put the spoon out. I put the bowl out. My clothes are ready to go. I don't want to wake up in the morning and have to think about, what am I going to wear? Why would I think about that? You only have so much processing power in your brain to go through a whole day. Let's not wear it out. Prepare yourself. Prepare your lifts. Last but not least, you're going to have to find a way to enjoy this. I heard a great quote, and it said that people that can go from failure to failure with the same amount of enthusiasm as when they started will be successful. So I know it's going to be a tough journey. I know it's going to be a hard journey, but if you can keep that enthusiasm, that grit, that I don't even know what it, I can't even explain the words of what it is, but that feeling you got when you first started lifting and you believe you could be something better, keep that. Never lose that. If you have that same feeling on day one as you do on day 1,000, I mean, by that point, you're already jacked. So probably won't need me anymore. Anyway, make sure to subscribe and there's more videos coming like this. Drop a like, do the things you gotta do, make a comment, and I can make a video just for you.